Hey guys, what's up? Joe. Since we're going through a pretty crazy quarantine time and people have time to stay at home because they have to, they figured right now is a good time to start reading up on some books and all that shit, right? So I'm starting a Joe's Book Club, a Joe's Book Review here online with you guys to follow me on my channel. Yeah. All right. The first book that I'm reviewing, boom, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Oh yeah, I gotta do a thumbnail. Fuck, I feel stupid doing that shit. Like, as you get older, pretty much you want to, be able to have a lifestyle where you don't have to work as much, Before, it's kind of whatever. I had a lifestyle where, every week I had a consistent amount of money and all this stuff, during my early 20s, and I was, just going out, hanging out with my friends all the fucking time. I never worried, right? But pretty much when the housing crash happened in 2008, that changed my perspective of things and stuff. Now, something I'm trying to do also is basically try to find ways to, have money work for me, and that's something that I never really learned about growing up because my perspective of finances were pretty different, growing up, right? I started reading books, right? And actually, this is the first book of finances that I read that has to do with finances, right? Now, I knew about this guy for the longest time when he came out of this book a long time ago. Yeah, I guess it says here 20 years. Holy shit, it's been in that long? Fuck. Actually, I really liked it. It's a really good book. Now, he has a YouTube channel, this guy, right? And I don't really watch his YouTube videos that much, to be honest. But this book itself, right? I think this book is definitely a good starter if you want to, start to understand more about finances for yourself and all that stuff. Pretty much the book starts off as him being raised by a traditional father, having the old school mentality of you got to work hard if you want to make money, you got to tough it out and work long hours, all that traditional shit, right? And then he has a friend whose father owns a business, and his perspective was totally different when it comes to making money, right? So he reached out towards his friend's father and asked him how does he make his money and all that. So his rich dad, his friend's dad, so when he starts pretty much mentoring him how to make money, change your perspective, how to hustle, all the good stuff, right? Yeah, it's actually a pretty good book. It's been a while since I read these things, but there's certain things that did kind of change my perspective of things. And I think the main thing that got out of this book is basically learning to obtain assets that pretty much start to pay for your lifestyle, right? So kind of goes into real estate, for example, pretty much him and his wife, they saved up a bunch of money and they got their first rental property, and pretty much with that money that they got from that one rental property, after obtaining other rental properties, it's they have one rental property that pretty much helped them buy a luxury car, right? So rather than them taking out money on the bank to finance that luxury car that they want, it pretty much had properties and assets that pretty much finances that, and pretty much that's what the book kind of goes towards. It's mainly start to find ways to have money work for you, and I just thought it was kind of an interesting concept. It's duh, it makes sense, right? But it's we don't really grow up understanding finances that much. It's kind of hard to attain that perspective of things, right? And try to find ways to make money. Now, I'm not gonna give a full review of the damn book, but this book really goes into a lot of charts and pretty much shows you the perspective of a person that doesn't understand much finances, how they may spend their money, versus the person that has a lot of finances, understand finances, how they make more money and all this stuff. And around these times, he talks about the recession, pretty much a person that has the financial ability during the recession, that's an opportunity. And pretty much what he did and a lot of other people did. When people say the housing market crashed, for a lot of people that was a bad time. They're fuck, they lost their house and this and that. They couldn't pay their money. They lost their works, right? So it was bad. But for certain people, people that have the finances and the ability to do it, it's oh, that's a bargain sale. They have the money. They go out and started to buy the property. And then, once they bought the houses and everything went up, either they sold the house, for a good fucking, chunk of money, or they start to rent it out and make more money. So, there's a lot of perspective of that. And, when you grow up not financially secure, that perspective can piss you off, if you don't understand that, or if you're not in that perspective, in that position in your life to do that, right? But as for me, like I said, I'm at a point where it's it's just how it is. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it, So rather than being the person that's struggling, losing their house, I'm going to try to become the person where I'll be ready to be able to buy the house, Again, it's not necessarily an evil thing, you're taking advantage of someone. It's more of you taking advantage of the situation, right? So in these times right now, if, people are losing money and they're struggling, I think it's a good time to start, learning about, finances and become financially independent. So that's my go on that. So, all right, I want to end the video here. So thanks for watching. Take care and peace.